is what I'm normally would be doing today. I am trying to limit some burnout and trying another RPG top-down game, Shadowrun Returns. Now, I believe this is the first one of this little series, including Hong Kong and a number of others. But what we're planning to do is I might swap this out with Titan Quest, with Dungeon Siege, and possibly Path of Exile. I know Path of Exile just got a big update, and I've been playing around, but I don't have anything at the bottom level, which means you guys won't get the story. I don't know if you guys watched the Path of Exile for the story, but that game is intense. It's complex as hell, and I love it. But we're playing a new game with Shadowrun Returns, and this honestly, I've played it for like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes just to get through it, see if it runs. But yeah, otherwise, we are basically stepping into this cold turkey. Alright, new game. The Dead Man Switch. And yeah, we can find more stories on the workshop and everything. But we won't be doing that. We're going to play the original Dead Man Switch. In the urban sprawl of the Seattle Metroplex, the search for a mysterious killer sets you on the trail that leads from the darkest slums to the city's most powerful megacorps. You will need to tread carefully, enlist the aid of other runners, and master the forces of technology and magic in order to emerge from the shadows of Seattle unscathed. See, I've never really played it, but I love the idea of magic and tech and techno magic and just fantasy in the stars, which is why I really want to run a game of Starfinder. But I have not gotten a group, nor a game to play it. So what we're going to be doing here is playing through this, and honestly, I just hope you guys enjoy this, because I really hope this does well, and for us to do this, because I know you guys watch me play Borderlands a bunch, and I know you guys watch me play some other stuff. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts on Monday and Wednesdays is a lot of fun. I do get a lot of fun out of it. Dungeon Delve, I'm trying to find my niche. I'm trying to find what scratches that dungeon crawler itch. And maybe Shadowrun does it. I know Minecraft Dungeons did scratch a little bit, but you need to have friends, I've noticed, to play with that a lot of fun. Because solo crawls are kind of just boring. And honestly, I would love to play with you guys, or play with anyone to do this crawl. And I tabbed out and broke the game. Of course I did. Alright, so I'm going to swap to the be right back and fix this for y'all. Of course, when I try and do something awesome, it glitches on me. But that's fine. Stuff happens. So the basic idea is we're going to be doing this. I don't have a character made, but I honestly am going to probably use this as YouTube fodder. Let me get back to where we were at. Alright. Not fodder, but in the right way, but yeah. I'm going to try and use this to have some fun. Also, I am hoping to get notifications and everything else kind of moving along. We've been slowly growing as I play, and let's just see where we can get this. Alright, now, I don't know what this changes, so I'm just going to go normal. I would normally go with hard, but I've never played this, nor have I built anything. Metahuman. Alright. Metahumans. Dwarf, elf, human, or control. Pointed ears, intimidating teeth, or tusks. +1 to body, +1 to strength, max stats. So they're slow but heavy. And while they are intelligent, they do have issues with maximums. groups. Kind of the average. Yeah, human max. Human is always the average. I guess elves are for looting, at least in some world. In this world, who knows? Alright, so maximum of body 17 and strength 15, but it tops out your charisma and intelligence. So they've got an average willpower, but basically double body, time and a half strength. A little bit slower than most, but... Alright, body. So, a more evened out troll. A dwarf rigger would sounds like a meme. I've never played Shadowrun before, but it sounds like a common. Troll mage. Eh. Street samurai troll. Alright, let's do this. Or I could do elf and go my charisma talkie build, which I love to do. Because it lets you get more info, it lets you learn about the world a little more, and it just lets you pull some stuff. And if I'm going to do that, I am always loving summoning. Yeah, that's about close. And alright, we're going to continue the stats. We're focusing on intelligence. Minions! Alright, karma is used to attribute skills. Alright, I'm guessing 3 is basic, is even out. Alright. HP, so my HP is 30 right now. Maximum for human cells, max for dwarves, max for orcs, trolls. Alright. I could literally just create Mass Effect Tali with going a little bit of ranged and then shotgun, but let's think about things. Alright. I've got 5 points to spend. Get 1 basic into that. Armor +1, accuracy +1, and dodge +1. Alright. Class B, Class C. Alright. Drones are going to be our friends. We have 0 karma now. I don't know how easy drones are. How cheap. Okay, so what I could do is, if I want to be my talkie build. Alright, so already I'm probably got, I don't know enough to know which one to choose, so I think I'm gonna stick with a little bit of drone combat. Give myself a little bit of ranged fire. And I don't know what the range for that is, so I'm just gonna go with that. And I got 1 point left. Because I'm not gonna probably be doing much with body. We get 1 etiquette. What would I? Street. As always, Wasber. So the whole thing with my name is I used to actually just go by Wasber, but there was an issue where or someone else had that name on Twitch before me. So I have to use Mr. Wasber because that's the only one that was working. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't read it like an idiot. And you've got nowhere to go but down. Okay, what do I... The Doberman drone. Okay, so let's go check out some stuff. Slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. Great. Notebook, calendar, that kind of things. Alright, do I have contacts? The list is sad, dried up. Cartel, Carter, Detroit, fixer, no response, messages. Dowd, runner, dead. Fenton Nash, fixer, is missing since Feb. New Larry, runner, dead. Sam Watts, runner, dead. Halfjack, deal. That's depressing. Something nothing to do. Put down my notebook. Okay, I've got to look at this thing. It's got 3 little guns, and that is an awesome little. Alright. Get a job, any job. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but for now, right now, it's all you have left. Running in the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day you're a Nova Hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slacking fixer hasn't called, money's run out, and then some sinless and free. Free to starve in the crack society run by megacorps who just want your Something needs to change, and soon. Yeah, my bank account is 0. Alright, Sam Watts. Screen leaps, making you squint against its brightness. Wait, he was possibly dead in the gutter. Alright, hey buddy, hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles, he's drunk again or worse. Alright. Shouldn't have given you my comm code, Gonk. You're zoned, or where have you been, Sam? I haven't heard of you in months. Oh, don't bother with your... I'm not really here. There's just one reason for this vid. Someone geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business. Like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. Well, at least he's talking about it. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on a hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners, and some of us are me. Hey, do you remember Reckon Raku Run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterward? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you hadn't heard in a long time. Well, we just read it in there, but yeah. So I'm guessing they were a part of a runner crew. Or group. And this is probably the tutorial fight. 3 years ago, a makeshift bar on the Seattle docks. The night Dowd went down. New Larry. Larry. New Larry. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd. Never saw anybody die like that before. Idiot. He shakes his head. I hate this fragging city. Wasbur, it's wet. And the rain, it feels like acid, and I want out of here. Shut your screamer about the rain. We lost a man tonight. We wait for the money, or I get it. Now take a pill and relax. Sure, Wasbur. Sure. Whatever you say. Why does he remind me of Reno? I don't know, Wasbur. Sam is a good guy, and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on the run, so far, but he needs watching. He shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday, and now the fixer is late. Smell funny to you? Yeah. Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look at where he set the meeting. This was supposed to be a public place. And there's no one around. Got the direct sound. We both know why Dowd went down, and it wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smiles a toothy smile. I've been waiting for this all night, New Larry. Has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead and spill it. You were sloppy. He laughs. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. You've been drinking, Sam? On a run? No, not a drop. Not today, not ever. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it, don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dodd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lip, looks over your shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm good. I'm out. Did you keep us here long enough, Larry? Hands where I can see him, asshole. How much did they pay to sell us out, Larry? You know, which do I actually want? Yeah. He stops and smiles slowly and appears. A smile slowly appears on his face. Looks that way. Sorry, Wasber. I kinda liked you. I just like money a lot better. Sangoma. We got incoming. Work. Draggy eating grin. Looks like my new Renraku friends are here. They're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Wasber. Alright, that guy was never my friend. Mine either. Think I'll shoot him now. Leave the mage, kill the others. Oh, the mages. Ow. Oh. Missed, thank goodness. Alright. Sam just got shot. He's down to 6 he's down 6 HP. You are now in turn-based combat. Each character on your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or using spells and items. Once your team turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional information is on your PDA. Okay. Okay, on. Alright. I'm leaving for him. Alright, let's use the drone to flank it. Class C drone turret. It has 1 action left. Ow. 10 damage. Alright, what do I have? I have a dock wagon basic trauma kit and a basic med kit. I am getting into full frickin' cover. We're gonna get into cover here and then, well... Alright. Okay, so we've got Spray and Pray, which is 6 damage, uses up 6 ammo, and AoE of 3. 2 attacks with less chances for a critical. May hit adjacent characters, uses 6 bullets. 2 attacks in 1 action. Low accuracy, low critical, uses 6 bullets. So, alright. That's gonna take up 1 action. Oh, we got a double crit. Nice. Okay, I really wish I could have gotten Sam down, but you have an AK, so aim shot, 1 bullet, single target, 15 accuracy. Alright, 99% hit, or 98%. Yep, he's down, and you. Good. Where's the rest of them? You tried to shoot the drone. And I am in the very, very wrongest spot. Alright, I have a little pistol. Moving there. So I get 1 action a turn, but I do have this drone. And it's 20 HP for these idiots. So, we're gonna put ourselves up in front of things. Sam is going to come over here, and we are going to thunk some idiots. Alright. And there we go. That burst fire gave us a bunch of fun. Alright, you are going to be out of aim. Look. Okay, my character is now very much hurt. This is bad. They have a shaman. Alright. You. Last shot. Weak. Ah. At least that missed. Alright. My drone is coming for that shaman. Or, no, that's the mage. That's the shaman. Alright, let's see if you've got anything with that pistol. I'm guessing it's got like 3 HP left. Alright, that's 1. Turn cooldown. Nice. Shaman's down. They're focusing. Oof. At least they didn't shoot her. Alright. Drone doesn't need to keep cover because, well, it's a drone. Even if I got to, I can repair it. No, 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 no. Ah! Button. Wrong button. Sangmoa lowers her gun. Eyes Sam. You okay, Sam? Sam's breathing is heavy and he looks shaken. That was a hell of a thing. Uh, you don't look so good, Sam. You were born for this gig, Wasber. Me, not so much. Think I'm gonna hang it here. Hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere. Stay drunk till I croak. What about you? I'm gonna find a safe house. Lay low. Renraku has a long memory. I do too. I don't forget my friends. And I'm also probably needing to patch myself up after taking a firebolt, dodging barely, probably a lightning bolt, and a whole bunch of gunfire. You stare at Sam's face on your comlink. Shake off the memory. Focus. Sam Watts. I had your back that night, didn't I? Well, now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. On the list. So I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 Noyan insurance policy payable when you find out who creased me, alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Alright, I'm zeroed out. I am finding what is probably my character's best friend's murderer, and he also has 100,000 cash on whoever put the bullet in his brain or whoever paid for whoever put the bullet in his brain. At least that's what I would do. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengart, and McCain, when the job is done. They'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Chet? The camera swivers to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watts' wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain has installed a secure, dedicated phone line so that you may contact us directly when the task is complete, and we will then begin the verification process. Note that you must be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks and other devices. Alright guys, give me a second. I actually have to go walk away for a second. I will be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Sam straightens up, talks seriously. First time. Wasmer, look. I've led a direct life and probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people. Hurt myself? I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? Alright. I'd say I've traded a drinking buddy for a paycheck. Which honestly, it's not a fair trade. Hope you just said yes. I've got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate, and that's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Guess I'm heading back to Seattle. Guess I don't need to pay that last week. Dead man switch. Your plane hits the sea tack. Tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in a cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for annoying, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing to the Baron has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watts' body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Alright, I need to check what kind of kit I've got on me. Got rigger clothing, I've got no weapons, but I do have a data jack. Yeah, I get 2 actions. Honestly, I might be having to get my quickness boosted if I think that's how you get actions more. But I'm not too certain because I never played this. Alright, that's just what I read out. Street etiquettes. Alright. I'm in the back. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly mixed by the minty, fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. Dresden. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf, whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job," a little more than what you would what you'd want, or expect from someone in a chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though that might just be the stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Dresden, sorry I didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too, and you are? Wasber. I'm here to represent Wasber. I'm here about Sam Watts. I represent a man named Sam Watts, and look here to look into his murder. No one you ever heard of. Now tell me about Sam Watts. Let's be a little bit more personable. His grin fades. And what makes you think I know about anything about that? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet, and what with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam did. When his heart stopped, $100,000 was wired to a secure account in my name. I find the killer, I get paid. Or Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. Let's not mention the money. Mentioning money always makes people weird, and I'm guessing 100,000 noyen ain't small money. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. A dead man switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. You know, if I was that small and I had to work on corpses on that high a table, I would get some sort of hover ability, something or another. But that's me. It also probably is expensive. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. Blech. Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. Sounds grisly. Or Emerald City Ripper? Yeah, let's go that one. He sighs, not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All that I know that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel, but this one's even twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. Give me a moment, I've got things to talk about. The real question is, trophy hunter, cannibal, or some sort of magical Satanist fetishist? Because we've got shamans, we've got magic. So does that mean we have demons that he's attempting to pay off, summon, whatever? Or do we got another Frankenstein who's trying to build the perfect whatever? Who knows? Or do we have some religious fanatic who's thinking, oh, his sin was drunken slothfulness, so I'll take his liver, or something like that? We'll check. And what prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. Did I have to be right about the whole creepy since he was a known drunk? What about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing, the third had the spleen removed. Heart, lack of care, lack of something. I don't recognize what the spleen would be viable for. McCluskey. Dresden, get out here. Ah, great. Hear about the Reaper victim, Sam Watts. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet. His face an ashen white, for the first time without a smack on it. Below the chest, there's a small pencil-shaped incision, covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Also, that they're extremely viable in combat, or he was drunk as hell, because as a runner, and as we saw in the tutorial, he's extremely capable at violence. He doesn't like it, but he's capable. Alright, next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You examine the evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the business card. What you can make out, it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something illegible on the back, handwritten on the back, but it's illegible. I'm guessing that is a brothel. And yes, I'm writing stuff down because I like to keep this stuff brain wired. I do this for almost all of my major games that have case solving cred stick. It's a cheap standard unsecured credit stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Okay. Question. Do you think we should take the credit stick or leave it? Let's take it. Alright. 300 PDA. 300. Alright. Don't normally like taking credits from a dead man, but we're trying to solve his murder. That probably will get us a pistol. Alright. PDA. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and there's blood thoroughly soaked through it. The bag sloshes a bit into your hands. You can see on the note, given torn off. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long to say I'm sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Okay. Erg. Blank long. Blanks to say I'm SOR blank 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 Jessica. Alright. Let's keep going. Put down the evidence bags. Alright, we also picked up an item. What did we pick up? Ooh, yay, basic med kit. It'll basically put me up a third. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusk, pointed ears, and Neanderthal below, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. McCluskey. So this is the new Ripper victim? Watts. Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? Oh. God damn it. So you insisted at the time. Chortles. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Sorry. I'm very suspicious about that. Mother killed herself, I have it on very good authority kind of thing because, well, it's police officer and a town owned by megacorps, which means you're not going to get the most reliable of sources of policing. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy too. So I'm looking for a whacked out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medical aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. I am sarcastic. Hey, at least this character is following along. Who the hell are you? I'm nobody. I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. I'm new in town. You're the welcoming committee? Are you the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you finding his killer. The Drek were you get anywhere near my investigation, it will be you on the slab, elf. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Oh, great. The promotion motivated whack job. Wonderful. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends so easily? I'm great at dinner parties, too. I don't do friends. Well, he really didn't seem like my type. Yeah, my type. He cocks his head to the one side. Be straight with me. Are you really gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I need him, and... Alright. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anyone but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 Noya a week in his paycheck, plus he's on the take. Dresden pauses and considering. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? Oh, what was that, McCluskey? On the take, who's holding his leash? I don't know, but someone with major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was that McCluskey official report? It was that she committed suicide about a full year ago. Aren't you the official in the sentence? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. Can't say it was suicide, but there were some unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. Oof. False suicide. There's things to being officers' relatives. You learn enough, and also when you write enough and you put yourself on several watch lists because of what you look up. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can worth a bunch of million, but individual organs? Not worth as much anymore, what with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ Grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There are plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession use them much more. It's possible some of the slimmer chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I don't know where to look. Have you ever heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a club near the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd like it. Me? I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here, plus the dead are just easier to get along with. Point. They don't make any opinions. Well, they had opinions. And also, I can understand that in a megacorp and in one district and being the only official coroner, especially in a megacorp city where you're the one who's having to... Oh, I'm certain this guy is also on the take, even if he isn't paid as much as that detective, because he can be threatened. But yeah, I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay, then I'll go do that. He can't probably officially tell us, but that doesn't mean he can't give us some hints. Alright, basic med kit. Dr. Wagon, basic trauma kit. Alright, how much is... What does that do? Oh, that's my Phoenix route down. Alright, cool. John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Open the drawer. Reveals fully clothed body of a man, his arms folded across his chest. In addition to the sporting one of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Jake Armitage. Whoa, easy there. That's one way to hide things. In one quick movement, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temple and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. Honestly, yeah, that sounds like a pretty interesting combination. I was told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6. Alright, sorry, didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks he's he's pretty funny. You're not the first one he's pulled this on either. Went on. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, what's your story? The latest Ripper victim. Did you know him? Sam, meh. Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then, over at the Union. Decent enough guy, always in trouble over something, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help her out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell with those shades. Alright then, name's Jake and you are? Nice to meet you, Jake. I'm Mosber. Well mannered too. Such a rare thing in this city. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end right here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder, poor guy. He was hanging around the Seamstress Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I've been laying low there for a couple days after a bad run. Miss Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He once says, damn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup, my hands are dirty. Now, what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John, you're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. The damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiled, and you get the impression that didn't work out too well for the gangers. Seriously, if someone is messing with megacorps in a game where the megacorps run, it's basically you're dealing with somebody who's willing to play with go against regular governments on that already have assassination contracts. That's not smart. A 2-bit thug is not going to handle him easily. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw from him, until he turned up here dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. You've done this before? Great, so you don't know anything about his death. Do you know anything else? It's a long story. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. I bet he's got some sort of way to fake his death. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Should have started reward cards, Jake. A few more visits and you get a free night's stay. Jake's laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than half a block from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like somebody who can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leader's got the whole gang searching the Barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets at night alone at night. And trust me, maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. I got zilch. I need the help. What do you say? It's nice assuming someone watching your back, assuming you can trust them. I don't work for free. I fight, I get paid. In Nguyen, not on tours. I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. Well, if I'm playing this up like a street rigger, yeah. Great, I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whining bunch of gangers. But this stretch of Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it in this morgue with one piece without packing some heat. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So you need a weapon? Oh. Thank you, Nubasaur, for following. And I chose... Oh, did it break? Please, no, it did not break. Alright, give me a second. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to swap this over because I think I might have broken it. Alright, give me 2 seconds. Alright. So it is broken. Give me a second to try and... I'll have to skip a bunch of stuff, so give me a sec. Failed. Well, I hope I saved. At least part of it. It auto-saved, I hope. Alright, let me... Dead man switch, load. Alright, I've got to learn how to not tab out on this one. Alright, or only tab out once. Alright, so we're going to go through. I'm going to try and get back to this quick as possible. Follow the same things. Alright. Oof, please don't break. Yeah, Nubasaur, I'm trying to get through most of this stuff. I'm basically doing this out of blank. I'm blanking. I've never played this before and never really done any Shadowrun. I just love the idea of it. All right, come in. Talk to him. Prize to the Ripper take. Lucky other contestants. The dick. Yeah, I'm completely running this blind. I have no idea, but I grabbed a elf rigger. Alright. Alright, business card. Cred stick. Take the cred stick. I need the money. And I didn't know I was gonna get paid. Alright, he's a dick. Alright, and since I already went through all this, yep. I'm a sarcastic ass, just as in real life. Alright. Alright. Dock that up. Got 2 karma. No idea how to spend that yet. I open this idiot's drawer. Alright, take Jake. Alright. Very funny, Jake. You get to sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. Weapon. Alright. I used a pistol in the early, but let's go with rifle. Because if I've got my drone, I guess I only have one round, and I'm going to need the long range distance. I'm not going to be able to run a gun. Here's a rifle you can borrow, AK-97. Was that made in 2097 or something? I really don't know the year, so ready for an evening out on the town? Just a minute, tell me more about these gangster, or if you're buying. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is the flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners in the Barrens looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a little bit easier, if you're buying. Hey, I've already provided the party favors. Alright. Alright, so I don't know how to use both of them. Oh, he just follows anyways. Cool. Honestly, today's my first day streaming this. Normally I will play things like Dungeon Siege, I will play Titan's Quest. I'll play a lot of top-down hack and slash. But I wanted to spread my wings a little bit with some RPGs, which I've got a ton of. Alright. Reading all these out, I'm going through my drink quick. The Redmond Barrens. Wow, I cracked. The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later, you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. Doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You've left the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy, desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. The fact that cordite is still in the air tells you how much the guns go off in this hellhole. Alright, find Jake's stash. Jake's safe mag card. Alright. There's me. I am... Got 2 extra karma I can spend. I don't know what to spend it on yet because I haven't played enough, but... Okay, so I don't... Nubasaur, I'm gonna ask this because normally I don't ask other guys when I'm playing, but how do you get extra action points? Are you stuck at 2? honestly, I think I'm going to save it because I need 4 to get up my rigging up a little bit. But, alright, get karma as you finish. Yeah. Alright, but how would you get extra action points, or are you stuck at 2? Yeah. Okay, it's later in the game. Gotcha. Alright. So I am not going to use up those 2 action points. But let's look at what Jake got. Haste with an NPC. He's got 3 in spellcasting. What does he actually have? And I can't actually read his kit. I've got AK. He's got an Ares Predator. Here's his spells. Aim. Nice. Flamethrower. And heal. So he's a good mix. Alright, I'm going to save. Just because if I alt-tab by accident, we don't want things to disappear again. Alright. Does the bus stop here? I'm guessing no. Vlad. Vlad. Alright. As you approach, the man sizes you up. You can see the age-old fight-or-flight equation running behind his drug-clouded eyes. Beneath the track marks on his arm, you spot a set of tattoos that indicate he is, or at least once, was a shaman. Hey man, are you okay? Yes. No. Yes. No. I saw something. It's going to kill me. Calm down. Alright. Wasper, what's your name? My name is... My name is... Vlad. Vlad, those are some nice tattoos. Are you a shaman? The word shaman strikes a chord. He seems to shake off some of the mental cobwebs. Yes. Yes, I am a shaman. I thought so. Vlad, what did you see? I see... Yes. See. Yet I saw something. The other night, I saw a spirit so dark, so alien that... He trails off and shudders. Just across the street from the seamstress unit. It's gone now, Vlad. I'm not gonna kill you. You're safe. Wait, you gotta understand, when I play these games, I try and be the best person I can be in these games, because there is no point to being a dick to people, at least in your first conversation. There is no point to it because it just causes you more enemies and problems. If you're nice, you may be able to pull off some stuff. But if you're always a dick in these games, you will always have nothing but trouble. And being nice, at least at the outro, before anything happens, means you might be able to pull some stuff off that you never were able to be able to pull off while being a complete dick. Like I've seen some people play RPGs. Thank you. I think you're right. I feel better now, more whole. Now, I think I need some sleep. Alright. Don't go to the market. Okay. Well, I just got told don't go to the market, so... There's the Halloween symbol. Sarah. Sarah, her clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden. Hey, not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Why? What's going on? Just points some Halloweeners stirring trouble up again. She points to the south. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes, set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, odds are these guys are the guys we're after. All right. Are you gonna be safe out here, or? She laughs. You think I'm done enough to get caught out in the open by one of these assholes? Nah, I know these streets like the back of my hand. Worry about your own skin. Anything else I should know about these gangers? Yeah, their leader's a big old troll named... Bleh. I apparently cannot speak. Big old troll named John Paul. Real piece of work, even for a wiener. Yep, that's him. Jake chests his pistol. They're gonna be in a room for surprise. You might want to clear up before the shooting starts. Don't need to worry about me. I know how to stay low. They're a tough bunch. Don't say it didn't warn you. Okay. Considering I don't know which way south, I'm guessing it's that way. Alright, So I calf. Looking for a date. Elves are my favorite. Alright, prostitute. Fire. I'm guessing that's shamanistic. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in every crack and crevice of the world wherever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of Redmond Barrens. Alright, I'm backing up, because that is not what I want to start with just yet today. I'm going to try and pull some weird stuff off. Alright, and I need to get that crate open. It's a mag card reader. Collection of gear that's perfect match for your skills. You take the gear. Okay, there's my starter kit. Hand over the loot bozos. Doberman and my rifle. Basic med kit. Alright, he thunked me in the head. Oh no. Oh, you dick. I am now at half health because they got the surprise on me. Alright, we're turning Doberman on. You're a dick and you're going to die for it. Ouch, weak. Yeah, we're just gonna put a bullet in this guy's brain pan. Alright, there we go. 15 damage to kill him. Alright, and they shot at me because why wouldn't you shoot the controller? Yep. Eat it. Okay, and there's the HP. Heal up. So welcome to the Gear Barrens. Guess I'll need a new spot to hide my gear. Good dead drops are so hard to keep. Same dreck in every city these days. Maybe I shouldn't invest in real estate around here? Good dead drops. Well, at least they're too dumb to break my maglock. Now that you've got some gear, let's deal with those Halloweeners. You know, honestly, I would have looted their, or at least checked out their corpse. But I guess it disappears in here. Worried man. Excuse me, ma'am, but I don't know you, but looks like you can handle yourself in a fight and we need some help. What's the problem? Some thugs have been shaking down the market we set up. It's getting lower slightly. I don't think we could afford to pay them, but no one is able to stand up to them, and Lone Star isn't about to get involved. How many of them, and how much are you paying? Where's this market of yours? If it's on my way, maybe I can help. Alright, livelihoods depend, and they probably don't have much money to pay anyways because, well... yeah, if there's a bunch of dicks shaking them down, they're not going to have the money to pay off. Just don't hurt me. Okay, that's where they're at, so I'm going to go check out that shaman area. Watch out for the gangers. But we barely have anything left. Not my problem. Pay up this by morning or else. To use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm, but you can see the thug's presence fading fast, and he looks like he's about to start breaking things. Honestly, since I've got an AK-97, I would have put that into his back. But that's me. Who the hell are you? Etiquette gang? Hey man, I'm with you, but I saw a pig cruiser just down the block. Might want to come down there. I hand over today's take and I'll leave you alive. I'd like to pay for this month's protection dues. How much? Heard about you. Why don't you piss off? Bet your mom's real proud. Don't go after mamas. Heard about you. Why don't you piss off? You ain't a Halloweener. Why don't you buzz off? Business. Dusting you is going to get me paid. I knew you were just looking to cause static dash iceless lady. Oh, at least they scrimped on that hitting my drone. Ow. Mage, not good. Turn that on. That failed. It's called Thunk. Yep, there's the mage down. And there is... Oh, wow, he survived. His shotgun, though, yeah. Probably would have thought it would hit me first, but whatever. We're gonna let the drone do the work, rather than risking ourselves. Speak with the bullied merchant. Mrs. James. Karma gained 1. Cannot thank you enough. Would hate to see such bloodhead, but those men would not take no for an answer. Simply want to make our way in the world. Please. It's the least we can do. Keep it. You'll need it more than I do. At the moment, I could probably get... I'm thinking outside of what probably is available in the game, but me not taking that means they can rebuild at least a little bit or hire a guard or something where I can then come back here and possibly get things on cheaper, at least at a discount. 3 karma, 25 HP, Doberman C class. I don't need the HP just yet. Alright. And besides, it's not like I've got charges. Hey, asswipes. Take another step forward and we're going to plant you right there. This is Halloweener property now. This is one of the 2 that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Hey, wait a minute. You're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. The Halloweeners are collecting that bounty and killing you. Well, that'd be a nice bonus. Oh, you dumb dick. So, obviously the drone has some armor, which means it have that explosive damage. You are going to take a shot with my rifle. Halloweener sentry, Halloweener sentry. Mage! Kill the mage. Always kill the mage. Why? Because otherwise you're going to get a fireball to the head. Weak, damn. Remove the melee. 1 left. And we got a crit. Woot. We're dead, Jake. Dead. Alright. Do you have... Nope. Where are your spells? Oh, that's where they are. Heal all the damage from the most recent attack. Boost aim or fire. Let's try fire. Oh! 24 damage. Double crit. Whoa, whoa, uncle. I was just playing with you. I'll even call off the rest of the Halloweeners, Jake. Call it even, yeah? What do you think, Jake? He smirks. Hey, I'm already at shoot-on-sight status with these guys. Killing John Paul means 1 less wiener to shoot me in the back while I'm buying smokes. Hell, they'll be doing the same to you as soon as there's a profit. I want his friends to tell him what happened here. How naive. Maybe it'll be worth it to see him running but with his tail between his legs. Alright. So, honestly, I probably shouldn't have let him walk, but let's keep going. Visit the murder site, deal with the gangers. Done. But with me, I would have taken one of these fancy schmancy bikes and taken it off to a different chop shop. Soy calf. Alright. Sorry I'm running around, but I want to see if anything's changed with those taglines earlier. Vlad, I don't think I can talk to anymore. Yep, can't talk to him. Sarah, no more. Yep, I think I'm gonna have to keep going south. Find some new people to talk to. Just need a fix. Bobby, Dan the Donut Man. Talk to the Donut Man. Smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. The troll working the stand is covered in food stains older than he is. What can you get? What can I get you, chummer? Alright, what can you tell me about the Barrens? Barrens? Hell, if you have to ask. You probably shouldn't be out here. The stretch we're on is called Touristville, though. I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggings, and you might even survive drinking the water, if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. Scratches his armpit. Now, behind me, that seamstress's union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, or information around here, the union's your spot. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munchies when they party, and Mrs. Kubota owns the joint, and she's fair, quality, a hard woman, but fair. Did you see the murder across the street? Nope, I was closed when it happened, but hey, it's the Barrens. A back alley killing's nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this Ripper business is because of the victims are real people, people with sins. Jelly donut and soy calf. Enjoy. It says it's a mission item, so we'll probably need to use that somewhere. Alright, where's my health at? Yep, still fine. Bobby. Hey, chummer, got some tasty morsels for you. Just what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in her back pocket. Let me see what you have. Okay, Kamikaze, Combat Stim, Body +2, Strength +1, Willpower +1 for 5 rounds versus Nitro. Strength and Willpower +2, Charisma and Int -2. Yeah, nothing I want. Best place to party. Alright. I'm wondering what tore up that, freaking thing. Sally. The dwarf merchant is packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed to come back tomorrow. You've got a great view of that alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw the murder that happened here? She grunts, sure. I was closing up for when I heard a series of explosions. From behind the Union. A couple of seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a look at him. Then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. And let me guess, you didn't go running over to see if that guy was okay. Hell no, around here that's the kind of thing that gets you killed. Thanks for your time. Uh-huh, no problem. Wasn't gonna be rude. No point to it. She didn't see shit. She didn't see shit. Oh great, the dick is here. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights. Oh, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a corp-issued bounty, and the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. He sighs. Sorry, friend, but I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take Noyan where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Alright. Likewise, Jack. Give me a call when you're in the clear. Yeah, sure. Tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just a damn stiff string. That place has to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operation for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll be getting to the bottom of this Ripper business. Well, nice knowing ya. Jake turns and disappears into the shadowy depths of Redmond Barrens. I like Jake. I wonder if we'll see him again. He gave me a decent gun and... The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, distracting your eyes directing your eyes to the white chalk outline in the red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance of the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man currently pestering him. William, I keep telling you I gotta get my stuff from that alley or I'm gonna die in the cold tonight. Officer sighs, and I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation and I can't let anyone in there. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage. I got a job to do. Find a new blanket, or find a reason to use my stun baton. Honestly, if I could, I would just put bullets into this guy, but gotta be good. And I'm guessing there's... yeah. Typical. I hate all you pigs. Alright. William, I'm gonna get his kit from. The coroner. Dresden sent me over. Doesn't mean jack to me unless somebody radios me with an update. Okay. Long night? You looked cold, so I picked up a donut and some soy cap for you. Hey, thanks. When he takes a sip, adjusting for... You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government, he said folks would buy him coffee all the time. But I ain't seen it till now. So what can I do for you? I'm actually working for the dead man to help him find his killer. Can I come into the alley to look around? Your client is the chalk line? That's messed up, woman. But I respect it. Okay, but don't mess anything up. Not that anyone would likely notice because the forensics aren't coming back. Alright, talk to William. He lived in that, so streets have not been kind to this man, but clearly they've hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis. I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? Know anything about the murder that took place here? You a copper or working for some corp? Nope, I'm as sinless as you. Mind answering a few questions? Hey, what makes you? Of course I'm sinless. System ID number my ass. What kind of questions you got? So it sounds like you live in this alley? Sure, for the last couple of months I've been sleeping there, but I spend my days doing odd jobs for the street merchants or panhandling tourists over near Seamstress Union. Did you see the murder? Nope, and can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Miss James up at the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here to see a couple of tourists cheeking all over my home turf. By then, jerk-faced in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. What else did you see that night? Well, earlier that night I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off of Dan over there. Seemed nervous, and he did everything with his left hand, because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. Can you tell me more about this troll's cyberware? Well, it was big. I think it must have been some sort of hospital attachments, because I saw needles. It was a lot like what I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me. Let me just tell you, never trusted one of them cyber people. That's all I need to know. Thanks. Looks like a bank. Okay, pick up the coat and stuff. You pick up. Bundle cloth printed receipt falls out from the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt. Dated 2 days ago, 3:02 a.m. Right around the coroner's reported time of death. Customer Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. Work light is new. You can see all of the alleys. Normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it looks like they've been imploded as if some sort of force shattered them all. Well, shit. Amidst the broken shards, you find a small piece of glass that looks like the bottom of a test tube. There are 2 distinct sets of footprints, a human's ending at the chalk line and a large set, possibly troll or orc, falling just behind the first. So we've got an orc, or a troll, who had medical kit. We got a bottom of a test tube. So either, I'm thinking Sam was talking with this troll and buying something he wasn't supposed to, or he was transferring something he wasn't supposed to, or this orc is playing games. This troll is playing games and being a pseudo. Hey there, youngin. I think this coat and these blankets belong to you. My stuff. Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing out here too often. Why would I be a dick? Same. Huh. Alright. Alright, let's talk to Dan about that troll. Sell some some donuts to a troll rolling scrubs last night? Maybe. What's it to you? I sold a lot of donuts to a lot of people. I know Lone Star profiles metahumans, and I tell them about a troll that brought donuts for me right before murder. They haul him in just to see if will pay bail. Not today, my friend. I completely understand that, considering the opening line said the people are extremely prejudiced, and a troll who is a doctor or nurse is somebody who people are gonna treat it like a black man in the 40s with, who was a doctor or nurse. It's not gonna end well. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that. Okay. We're moving into the Seamstress unit. I think we've talked to everybody we can. If I miss something, let me know. Relative to the rest of the Barrens, Touristville is a neon-colored oasis. At its heart is the Seamstress Union. Housed in an old brownstone building on the corridor of illegal and opportunity, bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, and occasionally a salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted and rebuilt and restored so many times, it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their head, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps them to themselves. So this is Sam's home turf. Alright, we got karma. 9 points I got to spend. I am going to boost my talkie because I wanted to. Alright. Now, I don't know where... Already got street. Socialite, I don't think... But gang I could probably go with. Alright, now let's get a little bit more to combat. And give them some accuracy. Alrighty. Cherry Bomb. Eric Mersman. Let's talk to Cherry Bomb. The bartender is striking elf, sporting a perfectly toned body, perfect pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for max extraction of tips. She looks at you, sees another elf, and smiles big. Hey there, I haven't seen you before. What can I get for you? Found a bar tab with Coyote's name. She here? No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? No. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was the shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Alright. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of Covenant tugs at her arm hard. It's clear the two have history. They try and keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Jerry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there, and he's real. The last killing just happened just down the block. Now Cherry's missing? They'll probably find her dead tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PhD from UW in neuroprosthetics studying under Obermans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending. Tips. There are faster way out of the barrens for a girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you I want what you want, a better life, a better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard all this before. This isn't some kind of trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different. The Brotherhood. Cherry Bomb's face is pretty hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. Great, a cult. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me, attend a discovery meeting, get to the core of who you are. I heard Line Telestran give talks last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got family right here, Shane. They're drunks, lowlifes, and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. I heard he got strength of the righteous, doesn't he? Boyfriend find religion? Sorry you had to go through that. Sounds like you got big plans for yourself. Her pretty eyes soften. Yeah, I do. I can't stay here forever. You look like you got a look that says you're not from here. For the entertainment you got, are you a badge? I think you know the answer to that. Mm-hmm. I do. You're independent. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? Maybe. I'm gonna go look around for a minute. All right, Cherry Bomb, I'm coming back to. Jen Parks, Mr. Clue, Johnny Clean, sweeten the deal. Your reps don't merit it. I'm guessing the Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She's got a jack on her neck, a gun in her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She sees you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower, something simple. I've got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Okay, let's check and see if we need any, Okay, that's Street Sweeper. We've already got the AK-97, baseball bat, Doberman, smoker, support drone, trained, equipped to lay smoke trails, grenades, concussions. -1 AP sounds very nasty. It is 15%, not that great. Got the medkits, a simple drone repair kit though. That I'm gonna need. Alright, we're gonna get 2 of those. Alright. Drone is good. Let's go talk to Eric. And then we'll get back to Cherry. Hey lady, I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want dibs? First dibs? Take a look. Alright. Alley Bunk. Secure ninja clothing. Tourist look. Perfect for working in the shop. Salish runner. Clothes. Shitty council. Grants +1 charisma. Traditional mage. Black hat. Secure adept. Secure. I'm a rigger. Samurai shaman. Alright. Now let's think here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go charisma. See if that lets me. Cool. I'm gonna see if that actually lets me have more conversation options, or if it did jack. I know I'm focusing a lot into Karma and Talkie, but Talkie helps. Talkie really helps. And the more you talk, the more you can get out of things, out of the players, out of the game. I feel that's not how Coyote does it. All right, back to Cherry. Ever heard of the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Tell me about this place. Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others come for something they can't get elsewhere. If it's illegal or immortal, and it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The union seems to attract people like you. Who was that you were talking to? Shane, an old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day, he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was it. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him, until he started coming around to recruit me. I don't need that trick. Alright, who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Miss Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Got our punks have to stick together. So, I've got a little bit of armor. I've got a little bit of hit. I can definitely hit back. I'm hoping I can get a heftier data jack or something like that to boost myself. Alright, thank you very much, Nubasaur. I'm sorry I kind of walked off. I didn't see that before now. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes, expensive aftermarket cosmetics, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, his polished tusks and goatee accent the set of a lantern jaw. He does look pretty good. Welcome, please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? You must be the Union's hard muscle. Funny place for an architect to put a wall. Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. I was a friend of Sam Watts, know him? Sure, everyone knew Sam. Shame to lose part of the family. There's a sharpness in Chloe's eyes. The young look of a man who's seen too much and earned wisdom at a young age. I figure Sam... Yes, all a bit gently. Sam was a drunk, but he wasn't usually a violent one, was there? He was a bit agitated. He didn't catch the specific. Might have been over a woman. I thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. I appreciate you talking with me. Happy to help. Johnny Clean. Howdy, name's Johnny Clean. You knew? Yeah, first time. Just getting a look in that place. Noog. Covered in glowing magical talismans, fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once. But with entities you can neither see nor hear. Mutter, I told you it's not like that. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, your majesty. That was why he said to use mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Jean, I was a fool. Mutter. He looks you in the eye and his other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pay for any of this because I don't have any spells. Alright, yep. It's time for the madam. Miss Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your own peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konban Konbanwa. Good evening. I completely screwed that up. My, but aren't you a pretty elf? Are you enjoying the seamstress union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy. She eyes you closer. Or is this business? Just a moment of your time, Miss Kubota. I have topics to discuss. Soka, and why should I help you? Jake sent me. I'm glad to hear Jake Armitage is alive again. He lives an interesting life. Very well, if Jake sent you to me, I will help you. See, gotta make friends, gotta, because when you got that, it opens a lot of doorways. Well, what do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here, whenever he could beg or borrow enough Nuyen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol. It didn't matter to Sam. So long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was a lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. He was here, quite inebriated, as he quite often was. Coyote was working the bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with the other customers. I requested he leave. He refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politician wanted a highest number to gain power and revenue. To bolster their number, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not include the girls' true occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl's accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she names it the Seamstress Union so that potential workers know they would be treated fairly there, and thus a rich tradition was born. That sounds like a very good one. No, perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. But for now, enjoy the union. One last question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. Alright. If she's smart, why fear for her? Because she is in a dangerous line of work, and there is always someone smarter, more prepared. Gotta remember rule 1. There is always someone better, always someone smarter, and always someone faster. Rule 1. Because you are never always the best. There's someone who always can best you for some reason, be it luck, skill, or you are drunk off your ass. There's always someone who can beat you, and you never know when you come up with it. Pride always will get your ass chewed up. Her room is upstairs if you're looking for her. I invite you to examine it. You might be unable to uncover her whereabouts. I would normally not betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached under comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here's the key. Good person. I'll see you around. Okay. Scene change. Mid-grade security pass. Well. Alright. I do not have the hacking skill like I normally would. Decking 2. Hack the password. Okay. Hold up, hold up, hold up. That's a mess. And I don't know how to play this character yet. Gay, straight, or otherwise. But I most likely will be playing them very, very poly. As I do. Alright, check this pile. Keeps her clothes and boxes on the floor. Get out. Go bag kind of thing. Alright, check that. Action movies and butts. Cigarette butts. Chicago. Several papers sticking out of it. Okay. First paper. Receipt stuck between the pages. And a diary entry. Okay, inspect the receipt. Browning Max Power pistol from Jin Park. Downstairs with a note saying how big girls on hot women turn her on. Well, I do have a big ass gun. Right. Came back from my shit to find four Pecos goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Peco, but this cutter Drek keeps messing up everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, but baby, he always says I try and tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support as well, both with what the unit, but he still goes on these runs. With these bozos all over the floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. Try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? Completely understand that. As soon as the last cutter was at the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all this stuff last year. Getting my bartending license, got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gain from our life, slice out that fear that comes with it. Page 2. Handwritten poem and a diary entry. What's the poem? Let's just say that Peco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry. Oof. Sometimes it seems like Peco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does. The latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Peco. Since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a few "see you in a few hours," comes back later without a comment. I don't know if it's really going to help us for us to avoid the subject conversation completely, but I felt better with our constant arguing about it. Still doing it. She doesn't like it. They're not having a good time about it. But I get that he wants to try and keep up with this stuff, and but it is avoidance, and it's not a healthy thing. It'll explode. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Peco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches thick from his face. Novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as he perks up and makes himself look especially studious when I get to the door. He seems superficially surprised to see me. I love this little act. Third paper. Receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. A COD receipt for a special order, 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium located near Pike Place Market. The picture. Young girl with caramel skin, dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm and yet is smiling. The back of the photo has shadow scroll on it. A receipt for the wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to 342436. Alright. Put the diary down. Let's go check out that safe. Beep, and the door. Alright, send this item to my stash. Alright, so I'm gonna need to swap some things out for my stash. Or I've got to do that at home. Okay, computer is ancient, just fish out of deck. Doesn't even have a data jack. And the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes password recovery. Shadow. Oh, it's Chicago. I obviously wasn't paying attention to this. Browning max power. Ha ha! Delilah about the gig. Contacts. History. Alright. I'm gonna spend a little bit of that karma on some hacking since I don't got any companions yet. Alright. Bouncers can deal with most, but around here you need a gun just to take out the trash to the dumpster. Not fun. Peiko, Ganger, member of the Cutters, he's a good kid, nice line of work. Don't live too long. Worries meat emporium. No, I am a vegetarian. If you would go down there, that might be... Alright, Gambate. Sorry, I'm just checking something here. Let me grab that intellect and booster. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go with that kit. See if we can get away with having that boost. talkie boost. Well, next one. Catch a ride from Touristville to Pike Place Market in mercifully call it quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to definitely going to pay way too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the town area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of the massive corporate arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they are hawking monuments for where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. For now, it is the market for all things legal and illegal, a melting hot pot of haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the lights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. And I'm gonna go a little bit longer, but I think I'm actually gonna pause it here, guys. I'm gonna save, and that's gonna be where I call it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me very much. I hope you guys have a wonderful time and that you stay safe out there.